All right, so a few weeks ago, I had made a video on myself making ravioli from scratch for the second time in my life. The first time was actually at a cooking class called Classic Cooking, and it came out pretty good. But I came across this video titled Italian Grandma Makes Amazing Ravioli from Scratch, and I wanted to find out how she makes ravioli from scratch in comparison to how I did it and see what kind of similarities and differences there are. So let's go ahead and watch this and react to it.
Hey Nonna, what are you making today?
Ravioli.
So that dough there, you already made that dough?
Yeah.
That's homemade?
Yeah.
Is that the same way you made the lasagna?
That's right. That's right.
Okay, so I'm gonna put the lasagna recipe down below and link it to this video
Okay.
so everyone can see the way you made that dough.
Oh, beautiful.
So it'll be attached to this video of how she makes the dough.
Yeah.
So everybody can see. Alright, so what are you doing right now?
Okay, I'm gonna just put them in a machine. I'm gonna go like this. I mix it really good. So it's not the dough, it's nice and relaxed, okay?
See, the one mistake that I made is that when I was making the dough, I used my countertop. And really, what I need is some kind of big piece of wood so that the dough doesn't stick to the countertop easily. Obviously, flour helps when you scatter the flour around the surface that you're making the dough on. But this is one thing that I noticed that she is using a wooden board, which definitely helps with making the dough.
The dough is relaxed.
Yeah, relax, yeah. I let it stay for about an hour or so.
You let it sit?
Yeah, I let it sit.
And that makes it more soft?
Well, it's easier to work.
Yeah, so she lets it sit for about an hour. I let mine sit for about 20 minutes inside of a plastic saran wrap. But
put them in a machine, okay?
The infamous old machine.
Yeah.
People are telling me I should buy you a new one. You want a new one?
No, that's okay. That still works. What are you going to buy a new one for?
Some people commenting saying they think it's gonna break.
No, but so far so good.
How old is that machine?
About 30 years old.
wow.
Hey, old things that they still work. The new things that
I got my pasta machine for about 70 bucks off Amazon.com. Works like a charm.
don't work.
See, so she's using a machine where it actually goes through and flattens the dough automatically. With me, you actually have to crank it and turn it around to make the dough pass through and make it thinner and thinner. That dough on your board is key to make it not stick. I mean that flour on your board, not dough on your board.
I'm going to put 2 eggs each kilo.
Yeah, so there's 2 kilograms of ricotta in here,
So how much of each of everything?
4 eggs, 2 kilograms of ricotta, and we have some fresh parsley here chopped, and some Parmesan cheese.
A bowl full. There's a few bowlfuls.
A bowl full, look. I would say that's right there, that's about, I would say, 2
Then
cups.
you use whatever you need.
Whatever you
Yeah,
want.
Yeah. This is so.
That sounds very similar to how I did it. I had a whole container of ricotta cheese that I got from Trader Joe's. I believe it was 16 ounces, about half a cup of Parmesan cheese, salt and pepper, 1 egg, and lastly, some basil powder.
Salt. Okay? Petrosino goes in each.
Parsley.
Parsley.
Petrosina.
Petrosino.
I'm calling petrosino. Anyway, I can never say that word.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
So you put however much you want in it?
Yeah, whatever you want, whatever you like. Then I'm going to put Parmesan cheese. Okay, put eggs. Okay. Now I'm going to put more Parmesan cheese, and I'm going to mix it. Ricotta smells good, but we got to make it a little bit hot. Okay? Looks like we're going to use all of it.
2 cups of cheese then. I guess 1 cup per kilo.
Yeah.
That looks so good.
What do you taste it? No, perché mi tagli tu, Maria?
Nonna, do you like cooking?
Yeah, I like cooking.
Is it your favorite thing to do?
Me too. I like cooking too. I actually love cooking. Nothing like making something and seeing the finished product and also sharing it with other people.
Well, what I love about it's like this, Julia.
No, her favorite thing to do is shopping, Julia.
No, I think she loves feeding her family. That's her favorite thing to do.
That's right.
And shopping.
This is too bad, too much.
Who taught you how to make ravioli?
She taught
By
herself.
myself, so
Everything she
everything I do, I
learned.
do by myself. Nobody taught me anything. Okay. Okay.
But nothing like
Maria, look.
So what's interesting about the way that she does it is that she folds it over, whereas with me, I took 2 pieces of dough, flattened dough, and I put one over the other, and then basically smashed them together using a ravioli stamp, and then stamped the pieces out. And the other thing is that she's not using egg wash, which I used egg wash, which is basically taking an egg, combining it with water, mixing it up, and then putting it around the filling to make one side or the top stick to the bottom, so they glue together in terms of the 2 parts, the top and the bottom.
of course.
Just like this. Put your sleeves on.
Didn't you used to put like egg to seal it?
Well, you could do it.
Yeah, see, so her daughter mentions, didn't you use egg, or didn't you used to put egg to seal it?
That, but you put the water. See, nothing is perfect. Some they got more to do between, some of them not. Okay. Okay.
See, she makes it very simple. She's just basically cutting it, and that's how you detach each piece from each other. Whereas I was using a ravioli stamp and then pulling it apart out to turn it into actual ravioli. That's also very creative, using a fork to actually make it fancy. Whereas in my case, I guess it's more automated in a sense, where you just stamp it and the stamp causes the edges to have that fancy look.
See, when you cut it for me, it's easier. You know why? Because it's faster. Now this came really small, but it's see, coming small and bigger. Some people they don't put enough ricotta either, Maria. Nothing. See, these are full of ricotta.
How long do you cook them for?
Oh, Maria, how long? When they come up,
It says 10 to 15 minutes. Add the ravioli to boiling water and cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. I did about a few minutes. So I don't know if that was too short of a cooking time, but 10 to 15 minutes.
The taste that they're cooked, I don't know. 15, 20 minutes.
Once they rise?
Yeah. But I mean, we're gonna taste, you know.
That's a lot of raviolis in there.
Don't worry about it. We got lots more to do. I can pre-bake.
Let's see. Taste test. Another couple minutes.
Yeah.
Good?
Oh my God.
What do you give it out of 10?
An 11.
11 out of 10?
Mm-hmm.
It's a good rating, Nonna.
Oh, yeah. I'm always scared it's not good enough, Father.
It's because I didn't.
I told you I'm not perfect. Oh my God, they're big.
So how long do you think you cooked it for, Nonna?
About 15 minutes.
15 minutes. I think I cooked mine for about 3-4 minutes. That's how I was taught to do it. And it looks like she's also using tomato sauce, whereas with mine, the only thing that I added on top after the ravioli was finished was olive oil and Parmesan cheese. So maybe that's something that I can try for next time, add some tomato sauce on top. I'm guessing hers is homemade tomato sauce too.
How is it, Julia?
Mmm.
They're little,
Oh my gosh.
they're little pillows of joy.
Pillows of joy.
Okay, my rating, I give this 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Phenomenal. This is nothing like bought raviolis. These are way better. What's your rating, Nonna?
Me?
I would have to agree with the grandson too. When I made the ravioli from scratch, it definitely tasted very different from what you buy, say, at Costco in the frozen food section. Way different.
8.
8.
8.
You know why? I made it too big. I made it way too big.
Nonna, what's your rating out of 10?
It's about 10.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. There you go. You got all good ratings. So because the size, you only gave it a 8.
Question for Nonna.
Great.
Okay, now they're moving on to something else, but I did take note of the main differences between the way that I cooked my ravioli from scratch and the way that this Italian grandmother did. And to wrap up, really, the first thing was that she used a wooden board, which helps with preventing sticking, the pasta or the dough sticking to the board, whereas I was using my counter, which I think I have a quartz counter. She used a mechanical pasta machine, whereas mine was one of those where you actually have to turn it. No big deal, no biggie. She used parsley in the filling, fresh parsley. I used dried basil. She did not use egg wash, whereas I used egg wash to make sure that the ravioli actually sticks together when you actually put one on top of the other, or you fold it, which in her case, she folded it over, which is my next point. She folded her ravioli over, which probably is a better way to do it. And she did not use a ravioli stamp. Instead, she essentially cut each ravioli with a knife, which is probably a simpler way to do it. She cooked it for about 20 minutes or 15 minutes. I cooked mine maybe for about 3, 4, 5 minutes. And lastly, she added tomato sauce or pasta sauce on her ravioli, whereas I just put olive oil and Parmesan cheese. Either way, this was an amazing video to watch. It's always great to see how real Italians that were raised in Italy do it. And we'll see you next time.